Oh, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Madam Secretary, I know you think that the chairman's statement, some of them were kind of harsh, but I can assure you that there's worse stuff out there than that. You've probably read yourself, and let me say, I do understand. I think everybody understands. This is a very, very difficult situation, but I think it needs more attention than what it's getting. This morning, Foreign Policy published an article called "How the U.S. Fumbled Sudan's Hopes for Democracy," written by Robbie Grammer. Have you had a chance to review that?
I have, Ranking Member.
Yeah. Mr. Chairman, I'd like to submit that for the record, please. I think it's a good discussion of the issues and the problems and how we got here. To be honest with you, I don't see how we move forward with the current situation the way it is in Sudan with two warring generals. Now, most people agree that it's not a full-blown civil war at this point, but history tells us what's going to happen, and that is it's going to move towards a full-blown civil war. And of course, that country's in difficult enough straits. So let me ask this. And first of all, the Africa portfolio is a tough portfolio. There's no question about that. And there's all kinds of stuff that's got to be done. As you know, I've got staff that's focused on that, and they try to work with you as much as you'll permit. But this is an area that we have been focused on for some time, and it's just not working. And so I guess the question I'd have for you is, give me some hope here. I mean, I think sitting down with the two generals again, as we've done a number of times. We all look back to the time when our envoy sat down with them, and they promised nothing was going to happen. On the airplane on the way back, they found out that they were conducting the coup. So it seems to me that we've got to do things different than what we're doing. So give me some hope here. What are your thoughts about a bigger movement outside the box than what we're talking about, sitting down again and saying, will you guys be good guys? Oh yeah, we'll be good guys, and then away we go. Give me some hope.
Well, thank you, Ranking Member. First of all, we can't get anything done in Sudan. We can't even restore a process in which civilians are participating until the violence stops and we get some aid in. So that's why these Jeddah talks are narrowly scoped, right? And you have to work with the guys with the guns. The fact that both of them sent delegations, that was not easy to get done either, and we're, as I said, cautiously optimistic that this first installment on getting humanitarian support in will allow us to get going in coming days. Then the ceasefire has to be more durable. We have the sanctions tool now that can allow us to continue to pressure them. Frankly, we agree that we're going to have a broader process. It's going to have to include more Sudanese voices, but when you have a population that is either largely displaced or hiding in their houses, we're going to have to get to enough peace to do that. The Sudanese people are the bravest and strongest voices in this. They don't want to live this way any further, and I would say that under Ambassador Godfrey and with the support of Assistant Secretary Fee, we have far broader connectivity and connection with voices throughout society who need to be part of this. And even from the talks in Jeddah, Ambassador Godfrey is staying in contact with Sudanese civilians about how we would move forward, make this tent bigger, support them with international assistance as well as carrots and sticks if we can get there. I want to just go back, if I may, Chairman, to something you said about the Africa Bureau. I oversee the Africa Bureau. I take responsibility for this as well for Secretary Blinken. This Sudan policy has been very difficult. I would say that the debate within the Bureau, the debate within the building, the debate within the interagency, which I've participated in many times, has been robust and difficult. We have never taken any options off the table, but we were, as I said, believing that this framework that the Sudanese themselves put forward was making progress, and we had the sanctions at the ready if it wasn't, and then we had this choice by the generals. So I just want you to know that this is a secretary who supports rigorous debate inside the building, and I support that as well. And frankly, we've had it all the way through this crisis. So let me just underscore that, and we will continue to. As you know, he cares deeply about this one and is regularly bringing people up to hear different views, including through the dissent channel.
Secretary, you yourself and the chairman underscored, and I did too, about all the problems in Africa and the difficulty there. Has any consideration been given to getting an envoy or somebody who is specifically focused on Sudan? We had that before. That we all know that the ambassador was out of the country when the last blow-up happened. It just seems to me it needs more attention, more individual attention, because as you've noted, you got a whole lot on your plate, and so do the other people that are working in the at the Africa desk. What are your thoughts on that?
So we're obviously looking at all the options as things move forward, but Ambassador Godfrey is central to all of this. So until we can get him back into Sudan, he will continue to work both on the Sudan internal conversations, and as I said, he is in contact with a broad cross-section of folks on the ground, but he is also likely to play a stronger role in some of the regional diplomacy and global diplomacy that we need on Sudan. So that is how we are thinking about it at the moment. As you know, our envoy for the Horn, Ambassador Hammer, has been focused primarily on Ethiopia and the GERD, but he will also play a reinforcing role as necessary on this, which is within his mandate.
Well, thank you. My time's up. I'm going to have some more questions for the record. I hope that I don't have to wait till the leaves turn to get an answer on that. Thank you, Mr. Chair.